Time for our second segment, and like we said in the beginning, it's going to be about balance and meaning and importance, how to retain balance in our life, because balance is very important. Once we do not maintain it, we lose lots of temper, we lose lots of stabilization, and we might lose relationships with other human beings also. So we should retain balance, and there is nobody better to tell us about retaining balance more than the human development expert, Mr. Hossam Fahmy. Good morning, Mr. Hossam.
A very good morning to you, sir. Now, let's start by a quick definition of the term balance. I mean, a lot of people know to balance things out, but in terms of emotional balance.
So when we're talking about balance, it's talking about how we can live a life that is not full of energy in one polar. So when I'm talking with balance, if I am living a life with so much stress and so much emotions invested in a negative way, so this is not balanced. And eventually, when you create a life that has a balance, stress relief, and you know how to control and manage these emotions and release it, even to embrace it and to understand what kind of this emotion, what this emotions is trying to tell me. Because emotions is actually not a command to the nervous system. Emotions are messages, alerts. There is something going on outside in the world that you're living, so you need to take care of what is this emotion trying to tell me. So if it's anger, for example, then there is something violating my values. There is something that I need to tackle and take action about it. So to live a balanced life is to live with mindfulness and to be aware with your own state, and to understand, to go meta. We say to go meta is to go into a higher level and see your life, and to not invest your emotions too much in one thing. To be rational and emotional and create a balance between emotions and rationality. So if someone is too rational, also is not balanced, because you will lack this emotions that we would like to live with, is like love, passion. So much rationality actually is not also a balanced life. So emotions and rationality and spiritual and physical matters. I mean, with spiritual and physical, as humans, we live in two areas. Spiritual, because this is how we are composed of. Spiritual as a spirit, and the carrier of this spirit is our body. So most of the time people investing their energy in all the things that has to relate with the body needs. Food, going outside with friends and socializing, and money, for example. And they forget that there is a spiritual need also. So whenever they think they want to be happy and get out of boredom, they think that they need to go out, and they need to buy something, they need to shop, and they forget about the spiritual needs. So to live in balance, actually you have to take care of your emotions, rationality, spiritual needs, physical needs.
So do you think that if once you maintain the spiritual balance, that this could be filled in, or fill in the other balances in life? I mean, the spiritual balance is very important to us.
It is very important.
Is it because it's related to the mind and the thinking? And
So when we're talking about the spirit, people who are spiritual, they are giving people. They are supporting people. They like to help
psychologically
others.
Also balanced.
They are psychologically.
No complications.
No complications. But so much spirituality also is not balanced, because when we talk about monks or people who are very spiritual, you see them without money. All what they want is to help others. So and they are somehow isolated. So because they are so much spiritual, they are spending much of the time in prayers and things like this. This is also not balanced. They are forgetting about their physical needs. So it is very important, yes, to have spirituality in our life to help others, but also to take care of our physical needs and our relationship with others, and to enjoy life and whatever. So yes, spiritual is important. Also the physical needs is important, because these two things are existed and they need to be nurtured. So it's very important to have both.
Mr. Fahmy, do you think that you can be balanced in one area of your life and imbalanced in another area? For example, maybe at home you can be a very balanced person and try and balancing spiritual and physical and social needs, whilst maybe at work, for example, you can be imbalanced, or the other way around. Maybe you're very balanced in your work or professional space, but in your personal space there is an imbalance. Do you think that's possible, and how can you avert something like that?
Usually people who live imbalanced life nowadays, we call them, for example, workaholic. He's so much into work, and he brings in to home whatever related to work with him. So he's staying at home with his wife and children, actually thinking about what happened in his work, or maybe scheduling or making business calls or whatever that is related to work. Even though he is staying at home, but he's always thinking about what happened during the day with his boss or with his colleagues or whatever. This is actually one phase of imbalanced life, because this is what we see nowadays. And actually this is one of the things that causes so much stress, actually. And with related to with other people, they go to work carrying out family matters, thinking about what's happening. So actually one component that is very important in living a balanced life is to live in the present. So you are in a family situation, living with your family and staying at home. So to live in the present is to enjoy your life with your family, with your wife and your children. When you are at work, living in the present means that you are very attentive to what you're doing, productive, and things like this. So living in the present is very important, because most of the people either are worried about what's going to happen in the future, so they're anxious and they have anxiety, or thinking about what happened in the past with so much negativity going inside their heads about why I didn't, so they're feeling guilty or feeling angry or sad about things that happened in the past. So it's to live and enjoy the present.
The physical side is very important. Once you maintain a physical, healthy physical state, this would fill in the balance, the other spiritual balance and psychological balance. So how important is the physical side in maintaining balance or achieving full balance in your life?
This is a very important area, because taking care of your physical side means you're taking care of what are you eating, the food, the nutrition, and how are you exercising, because this body...
Is there a certain diet or certain types of food? Some gurus would say that if you eat this or eat that, you drink those herbs, you will achieve more balance and tranquility.
So to have a diet that is very good for you to live in balance and with a healthy body means that you have to have vegetables, fruits in your nutrition, and meats. But what should be the most important component is vegetables and fruits, because most people are going into are tending to eat more meats and carbohydrates and junk foods and things like this. So eating what's coming from earth, whatever is coming from from earth is vegetables, fruits, will tend to be healthy for your body. When you eat manufactured food or junk food, actually it is toxic for the body. So anything that is natural is better.
Actually, we've covered several sectors. We've covered your health. We actually have a diagram now on the screen. We've covered health. We've covered friends. We've covered work and spirit. And these are the 5 bowls of life. Tell us a bit more about this diagram.
So this chart shows to us that there is a spirituality that we need to take care of. And the social, we're talking about friends and work. And I can see also health. So one of the things that we need to take care of is to define our roles in each area. So for example, you are a parent, so you have to take care of your children. This has to do with your family and things like this. The things that has to do with your personal life is spirituality, taking care of your body, so you need to exercise. And the mental thing is important. We call it personal development. So how many books do you read per year? Some people read a book per month. Others read 5 books per month. Others do not read at all. And do you attend seminars, workshops? Because one of the things that is important in personal development is it also affects your psychological attitude, and it affects your attitude general in life. So it's very important to maintain it.
And how about the issue of friends?
Friends is very important because we have social needs, like Maslow said in the pyramids of self-actualizing people. You need to tackle the social needs, because we need to be loved, we need to learn, and we need to leave a legacy, as Dr. Stephen Covey said also in the author of the 7 Habits. It's very important to live, to learn, to love, and leave a legacy. This is the 4 L's. This is also creates a balanced life. So it always has to do with covering the physical needs and the spiritual needs. All that has to do with the physical, social, career, money, taking care of your body, and the spiritual also tackles friends, because you're giving love and your prayers, meditation. So these are all covered in 2 things, spiritual, physical. And from these 2 things, you get other branches.
Right. Dina, I guess with that, I'm afraid we've run out of time. Mr. Hossam Fahmy, Human Development Expert, thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap up this morning's edition of The Breakfast Show. We do hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, you're in the company of Angie Meher and Dina Hussein. Thank you very much, Dina.
Same here, Ange. Thank you very much. And please don't forget to join us once again tomorrow morning, the same time, with another new clue. Until then, that's a goodbye.